Welcome to the Health Solutions for the Wired Life radio show. A radio show dedicated to empowering all computer users to get a solution to the health problems inherent in today's wired life. This is the number one health issue for the 21st century, and my name is Adetutu Ijoshe. I'm talking to you from the Vauxhall area of Union Township in New Jersey, here in the United States. I'm a coach, author, consultant, and speaker on health solutions for the wired life. I help people to understand the wired life, what goes on in their bodies when they're using computers and on computerized devices such as cell phones, iPads, and so on. You never thought those were computers, right? But they actually are. This radio show is taking place at 6 p.m. today and will take place every Friday evening unless there are programming changes. We will be continuing where we left off last Friday. If you have not been listening to the broadcasts, I urge you to go back and listen to prior episodes after this one so you can fill in the gaps. I would first like to remind us of some foundational facts which I will keep on repeating each broadcast to help keep us focused, okay? First off, all of us work for a living, either for ourselves or in other or in our businesses. And our intention is to do so, to live. However, because of the ignorance about the wired life we are all living, its effect on human health, and the preventative and management measures that must be in place to minimize its effects, many of us are actually working for a living to die, or at best, live damaged lives. Secondly, the adage knowledge is power is perhaps truest in this issue of health solutions for the wired life. You must, however, first obtain the knowledge to access its power. Thirdly, computers are here to stay. We have so become dependent on them that humans will continue to use computers until our maker rescues us from what we have unleashed upon ourselves. Fourthly, the computer is a dangerous tool, like a knife. And just as we have to learn to use the knife in such a way that when the driver sits all the time, so we must do with the computer. As losing control to the knife is suicidal, so is losing control to the computer. The fact that we have globally collectively decided that the best way to build a global economy is by destroying nature and trying to fix it, a feat we have no ability to do, is actually evidence of the fact that we have a global mental problem. Consequently, on these shows, I will be giving the audience an understanding of various aspects of the wild life and the health consequences, as well as the solutions provided for us in nature by our maker. Last week, I was going to start an entirely new thread of conversation, but something caught my eye in the news. There was a report of two 12-year-olds attempting to kill a friend in order to fulfill the desires of a fictional character called Slenderman to prove he was real. Fortunately and miraculously, though they stabbed their friend 19 times, she was able to crawl out of the woods, get help, and survive. Imagine what would have happened without this miracle, and all for the sake of a fictitious character. The fact that adults feel comfortable with a system that destroys the children to fulfill the desires of the adults means we adults are collectively, obviously, mentally challenged. We all need to understand that video games are computer use activities too. In fact, the news report says these girls got into this one from the internet. I was going to continue where we stopped this week, but then something happened again. There was another school shooting in the news, this time in a high school in Oregon. If you go on my website and click on articles on the menu list and scroll down to search through the list of articles, you will find some linking computer use to many of these mass shootings. I wrote an article after the Sandy Hook incident in Connecticut, and I have since written 2 or 3 more about this issue, because it's becoming a more and more commonplace, and we really do need to understand it as a people. A common factor is that all these children are all avid computer users who find the virtual life more real. And in cases where they're killed as part of the mass shooting, it is their internet activity that provides answers to how and why they carried out their activities. In many cases, the parents are completely unaware. Some had obvious mental issues, but many did not. One thing I will keep on saying is that avid computer usage cannot be safely combined with access to guns, because the loss in biochemicals that occur during computer use depletes the ability to fully comprehend and take right decisions to avoid danger. Okay? Those responsible for empathy are also depleted, and self-pity rules. That is why, if you are an avid computer user, you many times feel misunderstood and unappreciated. And sometimes you feel that you're not getting help from your colleagues if you are working. Here we will stop today. I would like us to chew on what I just said now, because it has implications for all of us. Because it is easy to point to all these children, but every computer user is at risk because of the depletions. Okay? Next week, we will continue with this discussion, and the one we started last week, about the implication of all these statements and the true effect of video games on not just mental health, but the entire human health over the next few weeks. I cannot overemphasize the need to go back and listen to prior episodes, even if you have been around all these weeks. And that's because we humans need to hear things many times before they become sufficiently coded into the database of our hearts for us to take action concerning it. To get more understanding of these issues, please get a hold of my books, starting with the first one, Lessons I Learned the Hard Way. They are all available at Amazon.com in print and in ebook format for most ebook readers, including Kindle, iPads, Sony, and so on. Also visit my website, www.foodsthathealdaily.com. The name is a combination of 4 words. The word foods, F-O-O-D-S, that, T-H-A-T, heal, H-E-A-L, daily, D-A-I-L-Y. That is F-O-O-D-S, T-H-A-T, H-E-A-L, D-A-I-L-Y. foodsthathealdaily.com. There you can find more information. You can also direct people there, as well as purchase my books through the book gallery on that site. Also visit my blog on the site and leave your comments and sign up for the newsletter. Make sure you go through the articles. There's so many articles there that I have written over time. I have a second website currently in the repair mode, www.computeragehealthrisk.com, which I will inform all of us on this show about when it becomes available. Meanwhile, go to www.foodsthathealdaily.com for all your information. Come by again next week. If it's Friday at 6 p.m., it is time to learn about the wired life and how you can protect yourself. Contact me by email at adetutuijoshe@gmail.com. That is my first and last name at gmail.com. adetutuijose@gmail.com. Or you can use computerblessings@gmail.com if you prefer. See you again next week. Meanwhile, share this broadcast with all you know. Okay? In every way that you can. Share the YouTube link, video link, let it go viral, and let the media begin to talk about this issue. And let there be a national and global conversation that saves many lives, including yours. Thank you and good night.